Welcome back to the stream, everybody. I'm Siren at the Frag Dolls, and we are bringing you guys everything Might and Magic Duel of Champions. I am with Chase Straight, my best friend.
Hey, girl. What's up?
Who's the player experience manager. How's it going? Day two. What's up?
Day two, yeah. We're getting into the thick of things. It's going pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I like where we're sitting because we can see, like, everything.
Yeah, what's up, party people?
So if you guys are joining us at home or live here at New York Comic Con, we're talking with Chase about Might and Magic Duel of Champions, just like we said. I mean, this game is amazing. Like,
oh yeah, Duel of Champions is the best.
I'm such a noob when it comes to it that I'm still learning.
Yeah, you're still learning, but you're fascinated by it, which is awesome.
So we last talked at PAX Prime. We did a few teasers about this. Are you ready to show us things in action? Yeah,
absolutely. So, when we last talked at PAX Prime, we were talking about the upcoming Forgotten Wars expansion. It's the biggest expansion we've had yet. We have over 130 new cards, a bunch of new features, a lot of great stuff going on. So today we're going to walk through some of these, and now that they're out, we can kind of show you what they're all about. But the very first one, we always had this issue of, how do I get like a single card, like as a player? People would get booster packs, and there's always that like, oh, I just need to have like one wolf captain or whatever it is to complete my deck. And so we solved that problem by launching the Altar of Wishes, which is a way to get a card. Now, before I show that to you guys, I think we have a little video from one of our developers to give you a backstory on it.
Let's take a look at it.
Hello everyone, this is Space Elephant from the Might and Magic Duel of Champions team at Ubisoft Quebec City. Actually, one of the biggest topics within the community is, without a doubt, how to get a single card. So we did a lot of brainstorms about that, a lot of studies, and we finally found a very interesting idea. Today I met with game designer Jared Pearson to discuss about what we've called the Altar of Wishes.
The Altar of Wishes is basically the answer to a question that we've had for a long time. By our player community, which is how do I get the card that I want? So it's basically a mirror to the Infernal Pit in that instead of sacrificing the excess cards you have, you can gain new cards through an exchange system with an NPC. So the NPC running the Altar of Wishes is called Nur, who is a djinn of great magical power. And to trade with her, you have to offer her a special type of currency called a wild card. So you'll primarily be getting wild cards through the in-game shop. Whenever you buy a pack for gold, each of those packs will have a chance to win a wild card. So when you open the pack, you may get the wild card in there. Packs for seals will contain guaranteed wild cards. So when you purchase a pack, you will get wild cards, and then you will also have a higher chance to get them when you open the pack as well. Same with the boxes. There are several other methods to get wild cards outside of the shop. For example, winning Swiss tournaments will give you packs that contain wild cards. You will also gain wildcards from achievements, and you will also gain wildcards from community events and tournaments. So the Altar of Wishes unlocks when you get your first wildcard, and the altar basically works in a similar way to the Infernal Pit or the Deck Builder. You'll see a collection of cards, all the cards that are available for you to exchange, and then you'll be able to simply drag one of those cards onto the altar. You will see the wildcard cost of that card, and if you have enough wildcards, you can make the offering to Nur, our NPC, and she will give you the card you desire. It's that simple. The base set of cards will be available as soon as you unlock the Altar of Wishes, and then you'll be able to unlock a new series of cards in the altar through a series of achievements. So the cards are going to be priced by both the rarity and by the series that they correspond to. So there'll be a premium for cards that are high in rarity, as well as a premium for cards that are from newer expansions. Our economic designer, Sandy, is crunching these numbers right now. And also, this system of tiered pricing will help older players and players who are new to the series to kind of fill in the blanks that are in the earlier collection, the earlier series, like the base set and Avoid Rising. So you'll be able to get those cards that you just haven't been able to get for a long time, like your Wolf Captains or your Dark Assassins or your Power Death Seekers. and those will be cheaper than the cards that are in the newer series that are coming out. So I just want to say a big thank you to our player community. We do read the forums every day and keep tabs on what you're saying, and we love to see your feedback and your ideas for new systems, new features in the game, and balancing ideas for the cards as well, because we need a lot of help with that. If you want to challenge me or add me as a friend, my username, my Uplay name is JP Smasher. So feel free to add me and then challenge me to a duel. I'll see you on the battleground.
So I love watching the Calm Dev videos. It's awesome. I see familiar face there, Emil, who's got the pleasure to meet at an event.
Emil, our community lead, he's awesome. I just have to say that I love his voice. I love Emil's voice, that beautiful French Canadian.
Just go to sleep with it, just close your eyes.
He's like, hello, I'm Emil, space elephant. It's amazing. You could just talk for hours.
So I think we're going to go actually into some gameplay. We're going to show you guys the Altar of Wishes, correct?
Yeah,
so
absolutely. So yeah, that video came out before the Altar of Wishes was launched, and we'll move over to the game screen now so you can take a look at it. And it's very exciting because as a player, you know, I have to say, like, I just absolutely love this feature, because it's like, you know, there's so many cards, like we were talking before, that you would like drop like booster pack and not get it, and now that like I can create like the ultimate deck. Not the way that like other players can, because I'm not that good, which we've already established, but at the very least.
So it's gonna be just a second before we actually show you guys the deck. But I mean, kind of going through people who are completely new to MMDOC, that maybe are just joining the stream, who were not here yesterday. Maybe just kind of quickly go over it briefly. Yeah, absolutely. So we talked about it yesterday. So Might and Magic Duel of Champions is a free-to-play online strategic card game. If you've played card games before, it's going to feel very familiar to you. If you haven't played a card game before, it's going to be a lot of fun to get into. So you can just go to duelofchampions.com to check the game out. But I think that we're going to be able to show off the Altar of Wishes real quick here. Move over to the game screen, and you'll see here in the Altar of Wishes, we have every single card in the game available to you. Like nothing is off limits. I'm gonna move down. There's so many.
Yeah, so see, we have a ton of cards here. But even some of the rare heroes, you know, like the new stuff that came out, all this stuff is available. I can put it over on the Altar of Wishes, and it's gonna tell me how many wild cards it costs. So you saw in the video, you'll get wild cards from getting booster packs, which you can earn just by playing the game. You can get them from Swiss tournaments and other community events, and then you can make an offering and unlock that card. It goes alongside the Infernal Pit, which was our original feature that allowed you to like burn cards for gold and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, it's the Altar of Wishes. It's pretty exciting.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So I know that you guys do have some new cards to show us.
Yeah. So
I love new stuff.
Yes.
I love new. I'm like, yes, everybody give me the new stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you know, new content as a card game. It's very important to always be bringing out new cards and new mechanics and stuff like that. Kind of change the way that people play the game. We'll take a look at that in just a second, but just to give you, you know, this game is based in the Might and Magic universe. The Forgotten Wars expansion, I think we have a little video to kind of set the mood.
Okay,
for
that
the
works.
Forgotten Wars.
So we're gonna run the video, and then we'll give you guys those new cards.
Absolutely.
The Sky Dome, the academies of Al-Safir's contribution to the desert landscape of the Sahara. Powerful wizards field loyal and obedient armies, animated constructs, elemental spirits, and beastmen warriors. It's time for the 7 cities to reclaim their rightful place among the nations of Ashan. The wizard Ghazal sat the throne of renewal. Her weaknesses erased. She was made all-powerful and became the Herald of the Void. Ghazal gave her accomplices a choice. Accept the blessed curse of the Void, or refuse and be obliterated. The nations of Ashan must rise to the occasion. Only united might they thwart this terrifying threat. There are those who will fall, and those who will rise to rewrite Ashan's history with their exploits. You shall lead the armies and heroes of the Forgotten Wars.
Yeah, you can tell that there's some pretty intense things going on in Duel of Champions right now.
Super intense.
The wars are coming out.
So let's take a look at some of those new cards. I know we're going to get back into your gameplay screen and throw that up there, and you guys show us some of those cards.
Yeah, so we're back in the deck builder here. So, you know, with any new expansion, you're going to get cards with every faction. So nobody, you know, if you're a Necropolis or Haven player, you're not going to be like left out of this. But the biggest part of this expansion is that we have the new Academy faction, which was introduced to you in the video ago. They're like kind of like desert warriors. And the cool thing about the Academy faction, we're taking a look at some of the different heroes here, is that, you know, unlike Inferno, which is based on, you know, brute strength and having these really powerful creatures, Academy is very thoughtful. It's the intellectual faction. The creatures aren't as strong, but the abilities that they have are very complex, and so you have to play them right, and you can be very, very powerful. Just to take a look at like some new things that you can do. Let me find a hero here. There's one new thing that we've done with the hero. So a lot of the heroes will have special abilities where they can. Here, I'm gonna go back to the altar. A lot of the heroes have special abilities where you know, they can pay like a certain resource cost and do something. One of the cool things with the new Academy faction is that when you have some of them, when you have like a certain you know, like magic level or something like that, then it allows you to like do things every turn, which is kind of cool. You can also take a look at some of the creatures here. I'm trying to find, there we go, the Rakasa that we saw before. I really love the new creatures in this faction. You got a lot of like Jin type people and stuff like that. But do you want to see some of these out on the battlefield?
I do.
Sweet. All right, let's jump into a game against another unsuspecting person online.
I like that.
Yes.
You're live from New York Comic Con, and you have no idea that we are streaming your gameplay, so do not mess up.
Yeah, and don't swear at us in chat, please.
But they don't know. Who knows if they're going to?
Yeah, you never know. So I'm gonna keep my starting hand here. For those of you who've never seen the game before, you know, we have a location-based field that you're going to be placing creatures on. Hopefully I can walk you through and kind of show off some of these creatures. It's my first turn, so I only have one resource, so it looks like I can play the Scholar. As you can see, like we talked about before, so every time when this creature is in play, my magic level is increased by 1. Your might, magic, and destiny levels are what allow you to play your cards, or they're sort of like level requirements in order to be able to play them. So getting these out early in the game kind of allows you to play more powerful spell cards early on. This is a very like magic heavy deck. If you love drop-in bombs on people, this is a great thing to do. They also have spell resist, so anytime your opponent tries to return the favor and drop some spells on you, they're going to have a lot harder time doing that on this Scholar card. So I'm going to drop him down. He's a pretty powerful little guy. Looks like we're playing against a Haven deck, so this is like the classic Cassandra Seeker of Light Haven deck. For new players, all the attack is done in rows, so in order for this enemy to block my Scholar, she would have had to drop something on that row, so I'm going to go ahead, drop a little attack there, increase my might so I can play more cards. We can take a look at the Dancing Dervish. So this is another new mechanic in the game. It says redirect 1 from combat damage dealt by shooter creatures to this creature to the attacking creature instead. So basically, if my opponent plays a shooter in the same row as this Dancing Dervish and tries to drop some heat on her, she's going to deal it like right back to her, which is pretty fantastic. So I'm going to drop that. In a game like this, as a Haven, it's all about like defense and health and everything like that. So she's gonna try and drop some creatures out right now and like build that wall, while I'm trying to like get up and get the attack out in front of her.
So now somebody who's never played a game like this, you know, in this genre, how long does it take them to maybe learn how to, you know, play to where they can go hurry up and start playing against people?
I would say personally, it's not that much of a learning curve. we have a tutorial in the game, so when you start out, you can walk through the tutorial. There's like 6 missions for it. It kind of holds your hand and like walks you through it, and then gives you a ton of gold and seals and stuff like that through it. But yeah, I'd say once you get through the tutorial, you're pretty on your way. Now, the true mastery of this game is going to take a long time.
Yeah.
Some of the players that have been playing it for, I mean, the game's been out in Europe for over, about 2 years now. And you're always learning something. It's a game where when you get to a certain level, mistakes will really cost you.
Yeah.
It kind of lets you shoot yourself in the foot, like a spell card that's supposed to do damage. You can accidentally play it on your own card, if you're just like not thinking. But at the same time, that allows you to do combos and really opens it up, just as if you were playing like a physical card game. Yeah. It's not like hindered by that. So
how competitive is a game like this?
It's super competitive. I mean, the competition is sort of like our main core, right?
Yeah.
We're actually going to be talking about that on Sunday, taking a look at the Road to Paris, which is our online competition. But we're all about tournaments, all about competition. But yeah, I hope you can get kind of a look at the new Academy faction here. If you're new to the game, you can get one of the Forgotten Wars expansion. You can jump right into it.
So what else can you tell us? I know we don't have much time left. Anything else that's new from the latest update?
Absolutely. So I'm going to surrender to my opponent here so I can show off something pretty cool. Defeat. Oh, it hurts every time.
Bummer.
Yeah, so one last thing to show you guys that is really cool is we, streaming.
Do I see Twitch?
Video streaming, yeah, that's about what we're about to show. So video streaming has become a really big thing. Obviously, we're streaming this right now on Twitch, but we've implemented a Twitch SDK, so even if you're not one of those hardcore streamers that has everything set up on your computer and the overlays, you can just plug in your username and password for your Twitch account in the SDK, hit play, and boom, it's streaming directly to your own channel. So
that
anyone can do it at home.
So easy.
Yeah, it's so easy to do. We're actually, believe it or not, one of the top streamed games on Twitch right now. Streaming video is really important to us because people love showing off, how they put together their decks, how they play. It's a really great way to learn.
Do you guys have a pretty big community of people that stream?
Yeah, absolutely. We had people like Matrix Disc, our former world champion, who's a huge streamer. In Clace, he's this awesome German dude. Another one with a phenomenal accent that's always fun to listen to. And then
turn on the streams and listen to the voices.
In North America, we have our very own Crixius, who was the Gen Con winner and second place in the North American Live Tournament and Road to Paris. They're always streaming. They love to teach people about how to play the game. Very supportive community.
That's great. So now that everything is out, what can we expect next from Might and Magic?
Well, so something very exciting happening this weekend. You can't do it yet, but it's about to come out. Is that we have a partnership with Alienware.
Yes. My favorites.
Yeah, a big thing with Alienware. And for new players who play the game, sorry, existing Duel of Champions players, but for those of you who are just signing up, if you go log in through Alienware, you can get a box set. For registering for the game, you'll get a code from Alienware through there.
So if you don't have it yet, go get it. And it is free to play.
Yes, totally free to play.
Free to play.
So we'll follow up in the chat with the link to do that, but it's going to be pretty sweet. That's 10 booster packs that you can start out with. So
that's
awesome. Kind of a huge deal, yeah.
So make sure you guys, the link will be in the chat shortly. You guys can go check that out with Alienware and that promotion. Thank you so much, Chase, for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
You will be back tomorrow. You want to tell everybody what we're doing tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. So tomorrow we're going to have a cosplayer battle. We're going to have some cosplayers who are totally new to the game, but they are bloodthirsty and ready to go at each other. We're going to have them on stage, and we're going to see how the battle plays out.
So make sure you guys stay tuned for tomorrow. We will be right back here with Chase for MMDOC. Thank you so much for joining us. How can people follow you?
Thank you. Oh, yeah. Find me on Twitter, @ChaseStraight.
Super easy.
Say what's up.
Thank you. We're going to throw it to a quick commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to get right back into the competition. Sound good?
Oh, yeah. Good times.